What's up, good people? This is your girl Lance of BH Capital Enterprises. Want to clarify a few things for those that may or may not be wondering when it comes to high tech options or high tech options accelerated. So, first things first, I don't, this course is not an options course. So, I don't teach people how to trade options. I can do that, but I just don't. I'd rather send people to people that I trust and I believe are competent to teach options because that's not really my passion. My passion is charts. Another thing, I don't teach Forex. I don't teach people how to trade Forex. Forex is just something that I have limited knowledge in. Now, I can read a Forex chart, but I could not instruct you on the proper way to position and profit. But Forex is definitely one of those things that's on my list of areas to tackle as far as learning for myself. But I'm not in any kind of rush to get there. But yeah. So I don't teach anything other than basic stock market knowledge, a little bit of advanced stuff when it comes to the stock market, and mainly charts. So I teach you how to read charts, but the good thing about high tech options accelerated is that the knowledge that you learn translates into all of those areas, including crypto. So a chart is a chart is a chart. If you can read a chart in the stock market, you can read a chart with crypto. You can read a chart in Forex. You can read a chart elsewhere. So that's one of the special things about learning how to read a chart is that you're not pigeonholed into one particular area. Another thing, when it comes to high tech options specifically, or high tech options accelerated, whatever. When it comes to the course, the system that I've created is designed to fit many different trader profiles. So, and what I mean by that is, you get some people like me that just love it and will literally sit in front of a computer and watch charts for a good portion of the market session. And then you have some people that are like, hey, I just want to get in, get out real quick, during the first few minutes of the session, get my money and go on about my day. And so it fits that trader profile as well. And then you got some people that, they want to swing trade. You got some people that, they want to, buy leaps. And you got some people that want to, kind of check in on the markets intermittently throughout the day. Either way, high tech options accelerated is a system of strategies, many different strategies that one can learn and mold it to their own individual investor profile. So that's what's really, really special about the system that I've created. I'm definitely not in the business of kind of being a one-trick pony in the sense that, hey, this is the strategy and this is the strategy that you learn. Whether or not it fits your profile or what people literally do is they say, okay, I learned the basics, but I really, really, really like this specific setup over here. I feel like it can allow me to meet my goal efficiently and then move on to whatever else I have going on. So there's a few people that are chart masters. So chart masters is the graduate group, and basically is people that have taken the high tech options and high tech options accelerated workshop in the past. Once you finish with that, you go into chart masters at no extra cost, and we continue to trade together day in and day out. And so there's a few people in there that are just like, hey, I'm in and out in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the markets. And they love it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to necessarily spend most of their day looking at the charts. They want to look to see, hey, do I see my chosen setup right at the open? Can I just jump in something right at the open based on this high probability setup? So that's another thing. There are many different setups, but there are also high probability setups in which I've done the stats on, back tested, and I provide that information to participants of the workshop. And you can really go from there and decide, okay, let me try this setup, let me try this setup, let me try this setup, and learn those setups to see, it's kind of like a learning game to figuring out what best fits your profile. And once you figure that out, it's really like no limit. It's no limit. But what I find is the people that are seemingly the most successful have chosen maybe one or two, three at the most setups that they get really, really, really comfortable with, and they just trade that setup day in and day out. And so the biggest thing in this whole game is knowing who you are. Knowing who you are as it relates to money, as it relates to uncertainty, as it relates to the markets, and just the whole thing, just knowing who you are. And so when it comes to High Tech Options Accelerated, it really takes you on a journey to practically learning who you are. So some people, came into this thing and they're like, I'm not sure, what I like the best. And then boom, all of a sudden one day it's like, yo, this setup right here really, really, really fits me. Like I feel like I feel like we were just made for each other, because I want to just be able to get in at a moment's notice, see the setup, get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? And so it's all a learning process. So don't think, that with High Tech Options, you're going to come into it and be forced into a box, because it's not going to be that at all. It's really a really flexible system in the sense that there are so many different setups that you can learn. And I don't mean to say so many to make it overwhelming, but just to say, there's multiple setups that you can learn and get comfortable with. Some people, they find that quickly, and some people, it takes a little bit of time for them to figure out, what they like. And that's okay, because you got group support throughout the entire journey. You got the support of people that have been in your shoes in the past and went through the same feelings and emotions and struggles and challenges and triumphs that you ultimately will have the more that you study and apply the system. Another thing about High Tech Options Accelerated is that not only do you have these setups, but you also have a system of guidance along the way. So when it comes to that uncertainty, you can refer to the vault, which is my Bible, and get some insight into, okay, what is happening right now as I'm looking at this chart? What is happening? And you'll be able to refer to, oh, this looks like rule number 67. And okay, this is what rule 67 says. And rule 67 tells me that, XYZ is going on. So this is what I can anticipate. Not to say, with 100% certainty, but based on rule 67, I can infer that there's a good possibility that if this price action that I'm looking at right now follows this rule, then this price is going at least to this number. And so maybe I can get into calls and set my targets and just, wait on that to play out. So it's a lot of that goes on with my Bible, in reducing a lot of that uncertainty. So you feel yourself getting a little nervous and anxious about, things that you can't control ultimately. You're able to refer back to that and say, oh, well, let me see what the Bible says about this right here going on. I think I saw something about that in the past when I was reading through it. And so also some of the most successful traders that have learned from High Tech Options Accelerated, they have pretty much, I won't say memorized my Bible, but they know my Bible probably better than I do. And so, I got one guy in particular, he'll say, oh, I was pretty much going by Rule 52 on that one and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, well, let me go back and read and see what that's talking about so I can follow the conversation. Of course, there are, a lot of my rules that I'm able to recite by heart, but yeah, it's kind of different when you're, juggling multiple things. But yeah, so don't think that High Tech Options Accelerated or what I offer is just for one specific trader profile. It's definitely for many different trader profiles. And I got people that span the entire spectrum of trader profiles in Chartmasters. So hit me up. Let me know, what's your trader profile? What do you like to do when it comes to trading? Are you the one that wants to be in and out real quick? Are you the one that just wants to swing something over the course of a few months? Are you the one that wants to, get in that day trade and sit in it all day and try to capture as much of that price action as you can? Or do you just not even know yet? But either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, and your thoughts on who you are when it comes to your trader profile. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up. If you any questions or comments, hit me up. Make sure you check out my market markup series on my YouTube channel, BH Capital Enterprises. Ulta was the last one that I did. I've got a few good ones that I did that are still running. Costco, I called that one between 320 and 324, and it's over 370 now. Estee Lauder, I called that in the 280s. It's over 300 now. So it's a lot of that going on. Also, Sharika and I have partnered, and we are creating, or we are going to be partnering. Well, we are partnering on a seminar where we're going to combine the elements of charts, so price action, with psychology and practical ways that you can join the two to make yourself a better trader. So we're going to be doing the High Tech Options Accelerated live seminar on June the 18th in Raleigh, North Carolina. The actual seminar dates are going to be the 19th through the 21st. Get with us, either one of us. Rika is over at Rika Darn B. And then, of course, you see where I'm located. But the price is only $1,200. Time is really, really ticking. We're getting down to the wire now, and the seats are filling up. So if you want to get you a seat, go ahead and get you a seat. We're going to have a good time. The aim is to really help you to elevate your trading. So this is for those of you that, wonder if learning to read a chart can help you in your trading. This is for those of you that feel like you're struggling with finding entries and exits. This is for those of you that just all kinds of challenges with picking strike prices and really how to build a trading plan and learn to eliminate bias in your trading. Just really, really, really practical ways that you can, um, be your greatest asset. And that's what we're aiming to do with this workshop. So we're very excited. This is going to be a first for me. So I'm pretty excited to get out in front of some people and geek out on some charts, man. So if you want to see me, that's how you see me. But again, any questions, comments, let me know. Hit me up, Lance at bhcapitalenterprises.com. Email, social media at bhcapentllc. That's Twitter and Instagram. And then Facebook is just BH Capital Enterprises. Same as YouTube. So make sure you check us out. And I'll catch you in the next video.